everybody, I'm really excited to announce my new bouncy brush lettering worksheets. I just wanted to tell you first that if you're using the Connections bouncy worksheets, you should first practice in the bouncy brush lettering workbook or the sheets that I have so you can learn this style and practice the different strokes, right? So this is the physical workbook, but you can also download the alphabet worksheets. So this is just the alphabet. The Bouncy Connections worksheets that I just finished are for calendar words. And I mean, even if you don't particularly use a planner or a journal or anything, there's still handy words to practice. So you get your instruction sheet with 10 helpful hints. You get all the days of the week, plus review sheets. You get the months of the year, plus the review sheets. You get the seasons on separate sheets, plus a review. So there's autumn and fall. I decided to include both of those. And you get a bonus section or bonus set of 12 planner words related to the calendars. So plans, goals, habit tracker, weekend, mood, etc. And I just wanted to explain a little bit how you can practice with these. Oh, and there's also a blank practice paper as well. So what you want to do is, these are for large brush tip pens. Let me just grab my Monday here and just show you what I mean. So large brush tip pens means what? The dream pens, you can use either end of the dream pens with these. And if you have your deluxe lettering kit, you can use the medium brush tip pen, the large black one, this gray, black, or the turquoise. These are all on the larger side that work with this. So the pens that you wouldn't use with this size of a lettering would be the small brush tip pens. So how do you use it? Well, you can print off the sheets. The best thing that I recommend doing is actually to print them off and then use tracing paper on top. So any kind of tracing paper will do. I actually have the KellyCreates Imagine tracing paper pad. So take out your piece of your worksheet that you've printed out on just regular paper, put your tracing paper on top, and you can even move this around or tape it down with washi tape. Taping it down is handy, and then it won't slip and slide. So let's take a look at how these worksheets are set up. They are set up with directional arrows, and I guess I should learn how to speak before I get on here. So let's say I have my tracing paper here. You want to start at the dot and stop at the arrow, just like that. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to put my pen down again. I'm going to follow the direction of the arrow, push down, then I'm going to stop right there. Then I'm going to put my pen down on the dot, climb, over here more, climb up, push down, release pressure, and climb up again, and stop at the arrow. So every time there is a little arrowhead, you are actually going to stop, pick up your pen, and look at the next stroke. So these letters, the cool thing about the bouncy brush lettering is that it's a little bit more relaxed. I mean, you still need your technique to be really good with your transitions, and your changes in pressure is just like the previous brush lettering workbooks and sheets. However, it's a little bit more relaxed so that, you know, not every loop is going to be the same, not every A is going to be the same. Let's say if you have two A's in a word, the one might be slightly different than the other, but they will be similar overall. Also, you can see here that here's the baseline in this lined sheet of paper, and you are going to learn that some of these strokes, not all of them, some of them stay on the baseline, come down, okay? And they drop below the baseline this much. When you're practicing, you could actually go even further than this and make it a little bit more dramatic. You can also move the letters on the baseline or the strokes a little bit higher too. but I just kind of kept it to be a moderate bounce type of modern calligraphy. All right, so you finish with the tracing paper. Usually people use tracing paper, but you can definitely print on smooth laserjet paper. It'll be down in the comments with a link to show you what it's like, and it's extra smooth. So you can actually write directly onto this paper if it's very smooth, okay? Now, the one thing I wanted to mention though is that a lot of people don't really often do is they trace and trace and trace, and then they forget about practicing on their own, freehand. So what I really want you to do is, there is space at the bottom of each sheet for you to practice 1 or 2 words, but then take out your practice paper. It could be any practice paper, the line, the dot, the grid. I have a video about that. I chose the line because it is similar to this, or you can print the blank line paper that comes in this set, doesn't matter, and try your letters freehand. So don't just trace and trace and trace and that's it. You should be tracing a page or trace it a few times, then take out your practice paper and practice. Practice those skills. Or maybe if you're not confident, then just practice part of the word, like M-O. It doesn't have to be M-O-N, the whole word entirely. You can break down the word if you find you're even struggling with the whole word. But in general, if you have done the bouncy alphabet worksheets and or workbook, you should be able to be fine with these connection worksheets. So I'm so excited about these. It's been a long time since I have made any worksheets, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I've enjoyed making them. I do love making these worksheets for you. And coming up next will be some bouncy calendar words for small brush tip pens, and then another set with greetings and sentiments. Thanks for watching.